I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one Chief Rocket Knicks Universe, your main man, Uncle Freezy. What's good? Good morning. Welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive, man. How y'all, man? Sorry about running a little bit late, man. Sorry. Sorry about running a little bit late, man. What's good? Y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started quickly. Right, set it off on them set it off on set it off. What's good, y'all? YC in the building. David L. What's good? Pudge Nice is in the building. David L. in here. Oh, you a Nick podcast is in here. The hip hop legend Cormega is in the building. Darren Wayne, Eddie F. is in the building. My main man JJ. What's good, man? Good to see you, brother. Forbes Fields in the building. What's good, man? Will Salkin, Keith Turner, man, what's good, man? What's good, man? It's good to see y'all, man. What's good, man? How y'all? Man, bunch of stuff going on, man. It's busy around here than normal. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just got a bunch of stuff going on. Appreciate y'all coming and rocking with us. Appreciate that. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. All right. Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. And if you got some loot and a stick of juicy fruit, somebody say, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Scream. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? So I had some things that I wanted to talk to everybody about. Yo, Yankees Morning Brews in the building. What's good? Hey, shout out to Heck. What's good, bro? What's good? Let me see here. Okay. All right. Yeah, y'all. How do we get this thing started? how do we get this thing started? I know a lot of people want to talk about Jalen Brunson and Tibbs offense and Tibbs rotations and things of that sort. Right. And then there are others. And then there are others that want to talk about the potential of this team and how far we can go. Right? How far can this team go? Right? And then there are others that want to talk about do we have a star in the making of on this team? Right? Do we have a star in the making on this team? That's one of the things that I want to touch on. Right? Do we have a star in the making on this team? But let me ask y'all, like, what are y'all thinking? A star in the making on our squad. What do y'all think? What are y'all thinking? Do we have a star in the making? JJ said he don't see it. J-Tap, what's good? All Future Media is in the building. What's good? What's happening? I didn't want to just keep talking about the same joint over and over and over again. What I'd like to do is talk about something new or maybe a topic that we hadn't touched on and just expound on it. Right? Maybe take a subject that we did talk about previously and just expound on it. Maybe do that. That is what I'm interested in. Bo Ismail's in the building. What's good? Or maybe I could just throw this link in the chat. How about I do that? I'll throw the link in the chat. I got a few things that I want to kind of get into because I hadn't been here, consistently in a couple of weeks or whatever, and I didn't want to just dominate the conversation with what I think. Of course, these things here, I do them for us so that we can have these conversations. But I ain't gonna lie to you. The thing that's in the forefront of my mind, and I'm not shooting the gas here when I say this, but I do want to be in the forefront of it. I do want to put it out there. And then, I do want to be in the forefront of it. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I think RJ Barrett is going to be an all-star this year. Anybody agree with me? I think RJ Barrett is going to be an all-star this year. This season coming up, this NBA season. Anybody disagree? And I'm ready to break down why. I'm ready to break down why I believe RJ Barrett has the potential, can be an all-star this year. Big Oso's in the building. What's good? The ball don't lie. What's happening? I see you. Mr. Cox is in the building. Keith Turner, what's good? Bo Ismail says, I hope so. If he starts off hot, he always has slow starts. That's part of it. Keith Turner says Randall is a star. Rather, people will admit it or not. When you make an all-star team, that means you're a star, basically. Hard Will is in the building. What's good? What's good? I'm thinking that we are gonna see a convergence of pathways. I think we're gonna see a convergence of pathways this year. Right? I think you're gonna legit see some point this season the convergence of the Randall Obi Toppin path. I think you're going to see their numbers start to come together. Busy morning, y'all. Busy morning. Busy morning, y'all. Busy morning. So let's start with the RJ thing, though. Let's start with RJ. What does RJ Barrett need to do in order to make an all-star team? Right. Now, mind you, in my mind, all-star games are not important. I don't care nothing about no 8-time all-star. All it means is that you were popular when you played. That's all that means to me. And Bim, hello, sir. Good morning. Guess, you ain't ready. He ain't ready. Derry, hey, what's up?
Nah, I'm definitely here, bro. What's popping with you, man?
Hey, man, a lot of stuff going on, man, around here. A lot of stuff going on around here.
Most
But
definitely.
yeah, man, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was just about to get into this RJ Barrett is a multiple time NBA All-Star conversation. Just about to get into that.
And I agree with you.
And so how RJ Barrett becomes an all-star is not Jay Boogie, what's good? Jay Boogie the close is in the chat. Jay Boogie, what's good with you? Jay Boogie says, shout out to the chat. Blessings, health, and safety to all the greatest people in the world. Salute. 3 capital S's. Love, life, love, and liberty. Yes. Yeah, man. Yeah, salute to Jay Boogie. I think RJ Barrett's about to become a multiple time all-star. But I'm gonna say this, and I think it's gonna be a little crazy, but I think Obi Toppin's gonna get some all-star consideration.
I mean, I definitely agree with that, man, as far as with Obi Toppin and RJ Barrett, because Obi Toppin definitely has shown growth in his game, especially with his defense. That's what I love the most. I've seen that he really put in the effort on defense, and he's still running the floor. He getting more easier buckets, and not only that, he done worked on his handle. So Obi Toppin, yeah, I definitely see him getting some considerations. But RJ Barrett, hands down, I truly believe that he could be an all-star this year and most improved player.
And most improved. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think RJ is probably closer to being that guy making the all-star team. And the reason being is because of a few things. If RJ gets that 3-pointer going, then I could see RJ probably he's averaging around 22, 23 points a game. If RJ gets those free throws going, I could see RJ averaging 23, 24 points a game. If RJ Barrett finishes at the rim at a higher clip, I could see RJ definitely around that 22, 23, 24 points a game. Solid. Right? Solid. Now, what does that do for everybody else? When RJ Barrett gets better, I think it helps all the other players on the team get better. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I see a more free-flowing offense. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. If RJ Barrett is more efficient, that means the Knicks are winning. And if the Knicks are winning, that means the Knicks are in more high-profile games, more nationally televised games. And if the Knicks are in more high-profile, nationally televised games, it raises the profile of the Knicks as a franchise, means the Knicks become more popular, and it means that more people get to see good Knicks basketball led by RJ Barrett, which gets him to the All-Star game.
Can I say something to you, Freezy? I completely agree with you as far as like with RJ Barrett helping the team out, except for with one person. I think if RJ Barrett does up his scoring, I believe that leaves Julius Randle in no man's land. I believe the more that RJ Barrett takes over, because we already unseen during the preseason that it's really RJ Barrett and Jalen Brunson. And Julius Randle hasn't been able to start off the games well enough to be able to, stay on their level. I believe that if RJ Barrett does take that next step, which will include his defense, because I believe that his defense is really going to dictate how Tibbs play him, because I truly believe that. And I believe that if his defense is good and his offense is good, most likely we might see a trade for Julius Randle at the All-Star break.
You think so, huh?
Yeah, I really do. I really don't think there's no really room. I would like for it to be, because I see the potential, in Julius Randle. I recognize who Julius Randle is. He is not no slouch on the court. But, it's like they say, it's only so many, basketballs that you could pass around. It's only one basketball on the court. And from what I've done seen with RJ Barrett and Jalen Brunson starting off hot, it's leaving Julius Randle out to where he has to get his money when they're not around. So that's how I feel about that.
Okay. I don't know. I'll say it this way. And I'll address. I want to address what Chuck B said too. Chuck B says he's not averaging 22 with Brunson Randle getting up their share of shots. Yeah, that's where you're wrong, Chuck. I hate to keep having to slap you on the wrist about being wrong, Chuck B. The thing about shots is the number of shots change from year to year. The Knicks were 24th in the NBA in shot attempts last year without a point guard. The Knicks, let me see here. I think the Knicks took how many shots per game last year with Alec Burks running the point? The Knicks took 86.2 shots a game last year, right? Without a point guard. With a point guard, I think that field goal attempt number is going to be somewhere between 91 and 93 with a point guard, right? With a point guard. Also, the Knicks were 27th in the NBA in field goal percentage last year with a percentage of 43.7% with Alec Burks at point guard. 43.7. Now, let's not go crazy and think just because Jalen Brunson is here that number is going to skyrocket to like 48%. Nah. But it's reasonable to think a team without a point guard that shot 43.6% can at least shoot 46%. And just off of that alone, just off of that Knicks pie, just off of that alone, right? Just off of that alone, and this is going to the Randall thing too. I'm gonna address the Randall thing with it too. Just
Okay.
off of that alone, I think you see scoring averages increase across the board. Basically, what I'm saying is, as better efficiency and more attempts lead to higher scoring averages. Plus, the Knicks were terrible converting free throws last year, even though they were great at getting to the line. Right? And Chuck says, I won't correct. I will let you be wrong. And I won't correct. I will let you be wrong again so you can learn. Nah, Chuck, I'm absolutely right, bro. You don't have to be a rocket scientist, Chuck, to understand that through the first preseason games, you've seen the pace of play increase. Right? I'm looking at the numbers right now. I have field goal attempts per game right here on the screen. And just for Chuck B, you know what? Just for Chuck B, I think I'll put it on the screen.
RJ's leading, right?
No. I'm talking about team. I'm talking about team attempts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about team. Let me do this. All right, share. Just for Chuck B, I just want to throw this on the screen so people can see it. Just for Chuck B, right? Just because he's a Cowboys fan, right? You see right here, the Knicks are 24th. We're 24th last year in field goal attempts at 86.2. And right beside it, you see their field goal percentage was 43.7. So not only did we not shoot a lot, we could not shoot, period. Right? So I'm going to change this here to, I want to go to, all right, so I'm going to change this to, so they don't have the preseason games up there. But I'll take this down and then I'll find the preseason numbers for the Knicks. Let me go to Knicks. And I'm going to go to one of their box scores. Just for Chuck. Chuck, just for you. Oh yeah. This just for Chuck. I love being right when it comes to Chuck, man. I love slapping Chuck on the wrist. So the Knicks beat the Indiana Pacers 131-114. It wasn't really even that close. That game really wasn't even that close. But just to prove that to Chuck B, that Uncle Freezy don't just talk in circles, you can see at the bottom of this screen this box score, right? This is just for you, Chuck. In that game, the Knicks made 44 shots. They took 100. So, Chuck, just for Chuck B, 100 minus 86 is 14. That means the Knicks took 14 more shots, Chuck B. That's just for you. That's just for Chuck B right there. Chuck, I told you I do this, bro. I do this for a living, Chuck. I do this. I come with facts. I said the pace of play and the field goal percentage will increase, and that way their scoring will increase, right? Last year, the Knicks averaged 106 a game. Against Indiana, they scored 131. So 131 minus 106, Chuck, is 25. That means they scored 25 more points than they averaged last year, right? And I mentioned free throws. The Knicks were 26 of 27 from the free throw line. So all the things I said to Chuck B, I was right. So Chuck, thank you for that, man. I appreciate you for being wrong as usual. Chuck says that's like pulling up summer league stats. No, it's not. No, it's not. No,
I
it's
ain't
not.
gonna front. I was gonna say that too. Like, I mean, it's a preseason. Does it really matter?
No. The thing is, the point that I was making was not the point that I was making was not that the Knicks will dominate in a certain area. Where what my point was, the Knicks have a point of emphasis that they're working on. The point of emphasis is pace of play, getting more shots up, and being more efficient. And so if I had came in, think about it. If the Knicks had came in and did the same thing they were doing last year, what would y'all point be then? The point would be that the Knicks didn't improve from one year to the next, right?
I think they would say that.
Right.
Me, I would say it's preseason.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get that point. But the thing here is the point of emphasis. If you don't get better over the summer, what are you really doing? Chop Lows in the building. What's good? Yeah. The point I was getting at is Jalen Brunson adds something. Jalen Brunson adds value. And the Knicks' new free throws were a detriment to them last year. And they came in and they worked on it. Against the Pacers, they were 26 of 27. Last year, free throws were our Achilles heel. So there were a lot of things that this team worked on over the summer to improve. And you can see it manifesting right now. Right? So T. Smith is in the building. What's good? Sincere the Genius is in the building. What's good? Otherwise, what's good? Yeah, so the Knicks worked on some things over the offseason, and it would be crazy for them just to wait to the regular season to show it. If you made improvement, why would you just wait to the regular season to show it? What I don't understand what point that would prove. And that's just to Chuck B. Chuck, you wrong on this one, bro. Jalen Brunson helps the team be more efficient. Right? Chuck, yeah. And Chef NYK is like, yo, stop the nonsense. Yeah, he's right, too. If you improve, you got to show improvement. You got to show growth. You got to get better every day. And I think the Knicks are doing that. Now, am I saying that the Knicks are going to average 130 points a game? Nah, I don't think so. Right? But what I do think is that the Knicks have improved in certain areas of emphasis, and I think it's going to manifest in the regular season. And then plus, you can't really pick your time and opponent to show that. All you can do is show it when you can show it.
And another thing that I think that people not giving Jalen Brunson the credit on is I believe that Jalen Brunson creates a lot of space for, RJ Barrett and Julius Randle and Evan Fournier, because his whole emphasis is to attack the basket. And when he attacks the basket, from what we done seen so far from the preseason, he's drawing 3 players every time he's attacking the rim. And we've seen it with the goodness of RJ Barrett and his 3-point shots, which we've seen has took a tremendous jump from last season. And we've also seen it with, with Julius Randle. So, I mean, that's something that I think that people should definitely give Jalen Brunson the credit on. The way that he creates space, the way that he's willing to draw the defenders is going to work out in the Knicks' favor a lot this season.
I think so. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I think so, man. I think that there are a lot. Yeah, I think the Jalen Brunson thing is a cool for us because in Tibbs' offense, when he gets a point guard that can penetrate and get 2 feet in the paint, you see a Tom Thibodeau offense get open up.
I wanted to ask you this, Freezy. On one of my shows, I said that in order for the Knicks to be successful, Jalen Brunson will have to average at least 18 to 22 points. How do you feel about that? Do you think that, because I mean, look what he's doing right now in his efficiency. He's putting up like 16, 17 points, and he's only playing 20 minutes per game. Do you think that in order for the Knicks to be successful, that Jalen Brunson will have to average above those numbers, like 18 to 22 points per game? All right, guys, something that happened to the big homie. Let me know in the chat. Do you guys think that Jalen Brunson needs to average between 18 to 22 points per game in order for the Knicks to be successful this season? And also, how many assists do you think that Jalen Brunson needs to add in order to be able for the Knicks to be
There we
successful?
go.
Let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know in the chat.
There we go. There we go.
So Charles B, you
Yeah, something
saying
happened
that?
there, man. I got booted out of the joint. Hold on, let me.
Oh, nah, you good. So Charles B, you saying that he
I
has
got
to
booted
average
out of the
15 and
joint.
8, 15 points, 8 assists per game? I don't think that's gonna be helpful for
Well,
the
you
New
said
York
8
Knicks, man.
assists.
Yeah, he said 15 and 8. I asked the guys in the chat, do they feel that Jalen Brunson needs to average between 18 to 22 points per game in order for the Knicks to be successful? Shout out to Big Also. He said no, he needs to control the pacing and set everyone else. Assists aren't everything. I have to disagree with you on that, bro. I mean, assists is everything because we got to understand he's the focal point of the
All
offense
right.
right
Can
now.
y'all hear me?
Yeah, we could hear you, bro. Pudge said 19 points per game. I could agree with that. 19 points, 5 assists. I could rock with that. But bro, like I was saying, you got to understand that. I
Can y'all
mean,
hear me?
Jalen, I could hear you, Big Freezy. You keep freezing though. But assist is everything, man. You got to understand. Jalen Brunson was brought here to be, the facilitator for the Knicks. So if he not being able to draw the defense, get assists, and be able to put the other players in their right spots, then he basically came here for nothing. Kerry Cox said, as long as D Rose averaged 4 to 5 assists, I don't even think that D Rose even going to get no playing time, bro. Let me know. Do y'all think that D Rose really going to get playing time this season? Come on, think about it. You got Deuce McBride's making a rise. You got IQ there.
Hello, hello, hello.
Shout out to our future media. He says 6 to 8 assists, no less. I completely agree. Shout out to Chef NYK, New York Knicks. He said Bronson can't play all those minutes with our pace. I mean, look at what he's doing right now in the minutes that he's averaging right now. I mean, Brunson is a high intensity player. If you ever looked at him on the Dallas Mavericks, he's a high intensity player. So I respectfully disagree, bro. I believe that Tibbs gonna put him in the right position, and I don't believe that he needs that many minutes to be able to be effective on the New York Knicks. I truly believe that. I believe that he can, with just from what we've seen in the preseason, I know for a fact that Jalen Brunson getting, let's say, 30 odd minutes per game, I believe that's successful for the New York Knicks, even though I know he's going to get more minutes than that. Shout out to For the Love of the Game. He said Tibbs not going to play roles, huh? Yes, he is. I'm not saying that he's not going to play roles, but I'm just saying that we already done seen Rose is not going to get very significant minutes. Maybe he could drag out his minutes in the fourth quarter when you really need Derrick Rose, but Derrick Rose is not going to be up there, man, getting a lot of time over quickly and and other players of that sort.
You don't think so?
Nah, I don't believe that. I believe that Derrick Rose ain't even gonna get 20 minutes per game. I don't even believe he gonna crack 20. But I believe that some games he not even gonna play.
Yeah, I think Tibbs gonna play this dude to death.
Who, Derrick Rose?
Derrick Rose.
I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. I don't think Derrick Rose gonna crack 20 minutes per game.
But listen, I know I heard you, but let me ask you this because it's interesting that you say that. But what I want to do is take a sneak peek into why you would suggest it and allow you to see why I would say that what I'm saying about it. Right?
Okay.
And so for me, I believe Tom Thibodeau is a win now coach. Right? I believe Tom Thibodeau is a win now coach. And I also believe that at the end of seasons, Tom Thibodeau is the best coach in the NBA at the end of a regular season, whether people admit to that or not. And here's my proof for both. Or here's my argument for both of the things I just mentioned. So for one, I'll start at the end of seasons. Tom Thibodeau has been here 2 seasons, right? And at the end of season 1, in the last 20 games of the season, Tom Thibodeau finished the season 16-4. The We Believe year, the Big 15. The last 20 games of that season, the New York Knicks finished the last 20 games 16-4. Right? Last year, year 2, the New York Knicks with a depleted injury-riddled roster that missed R.J. Barrett and Quentin Grimes and Julius Randle and Derrick Rose finished the last 20 games of the season 12-8. That's with Alec Burks at point guard for some stretches. Right? And the first part, Tom Thibodeau being a win-now coach, I don't even have to argue that. I think most people in this chat, most Knicks fans understand that Tom Thibodeau wants to win every game, every day, regardless of the situation. And so if you understand that Tom Thibodeau is a win-now coach, and you understand the fact that Tom Thibodeau's win percentage at the end of seasons is pretty doggone good, you understand that Tom Thibodeau is going to try to get the most out of his guys at the beginning of the season. And by the end of the season, the guys that are remaining are going to gel. Now, what is to Tom Thibodeau's detriment as a Knicks coach is always what happens in the middle of the season. What happens between middle of December to March?
Derrick Rose get hurt.
Yes. He plays guys too many minutes early on. Right? And everybody get dinged up. And we constantly criticize. And that's the reason, one of the reasons why we do a live stream is because we get frustrated with Tom Thibodeau's rotations. And listen, if you're in the chat and you don't get frustrated with Tom Thibodeau rotations, then you disagree with what I'm saying about Derrick Rose.
Can I ask you something, Freezy?
Huh? You sure?
Can I ask you a quick question? Because do you agree that Tom Thibodeau's system in the preseason is a reflection of how he's going to play the team in the season, in the regular season? Do you ever hear when he say that, he try to do his rotations like he would do in the regular season, and he may go soft on it at the first, but then towards the build up coming towards the season that you start to see the true lineups of what it's going to be? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think most coaches do that.
Okay, since these last two preseason games, has Derrick Rose even played a good 15 minutes? You remember the first game he only played 5 minutes. The first game he only played 5 minutes, and the second game I'm not even sure that he clocked in a good 15 minutes. So if
he played 13 minutes.
He played 13 minutes. So we know that Tom Thibodeau's formula is when he brings out his team in the preseason, that's a reflection of what the team is going to be in the regular season. So by him playing Derrick Rose these minutes, do you think that he's setting up Derrick Rose to be able to play less minutes during the season because of health? That's why he asked him to lose all that weight?
No. I think he gonna put the pedal to the metal on Derrick Rose, and what he can get out of him, he gonna get, and when he can't get no more, he gonna play somebody else.
That's grimy, man.
But it is what it is, though. Because think about it. In that same stretch that you mentioned, Miles McBride played 21 minutes. Do you think Miles McBride's gonna play 21 minutes a game?
No.
You see what I mean? See how that worked? You know what I'm saying? See how that worked? Yeah, I don't think Tibbs is gonna play Derrick Rose no less than 20 minutes. Do I want Derrick Rose playing 20 minutes? No,
because he's gonna end up hurt, man. I'm telling you, if he play him more than 20 minutes, it's a guarantee by December, like you said, Derrick Rose is gonna be facing injuries.
Right. We all know what's coming. I mean, listen, one time it's a learning thing. 2 times you're like, okay, that was a coincidence. But man, we're going into a third year and things are looking exactly the same. Now, in this third year, if Tibbs start off the season playing these dudes a bunch of minutes, and then come December, people start dropping like flies, that's not on Tibbs. That's on us for being fools to think he was going to do something not different than what he normally does. and think about this too. Do the Knicks have like a hot shot first round pick point guard? You know what I'm saying? A young guy that they need to put in there to get minutes behind Brunson? Nah. They don't have that guy. They don't have like
you don't see Quickly as that guy.
No, not really. I like Quickly, right? But Quickly is not what you think is going to be the future of the franchise at point guard.
I agree with that. I could definitely agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you had the future of the franchise, you know what I'm saying, coming off the bench behind Brunson, and you kind of having them playing together. Maybe you drafted a G League guy, and you know what I'm saying, you're trying to bring him along behind Brunson. We don't have that dude. I mean, for the most part, Quickly and Brunson, well, no, they're not the same age, but they're not that far apart in age. You know what I'm saying? I think Quickly will be 23 and Brunson turned 26 August 31st. Right? So the thing is, there is no Worldwide L is in the building. What's good, L? Yeah, but there is no deal where it's like, why should I save Derrick Rose? Like chat, why are we trying to save Derrick Rose? What does that benefit us? Is Derrick Rose like the dude that if you get him to the playoffs, he gonna turn into Steph Curry? Nah,
Not at all.
nah. So what are we saving him for? In my opinion, and probably Tibbs' them opinion too, is you got to get everything you can get out of Derrick Rose while he's healthy. You know what I'm saying? Why you spending money on him? And then whatever happens after that, it just happens after that. You know what I'm saying? Like if Derrick Rose transitions to something else, then he transitions to something else after that. But what are we saving Derrick Rose for? Is it like think about it, is Derrick Rose a 25 point per game scorer? Nah. Is Derrick Rose a 20 point per game scorer? Nah. Like Boulevard 73 said, all Derrick Rose is a fan favorite and a contributor. We like Rose. We like Derrick Rose. But in the grand scheme of things, Derrick Rose is not the guy that's going to get us to the next level. So what would Tibbs save him for? Like in the grand scheme of things. Let me ask you that, Pod. Let me ask you that. Like, if you want to limit Derrick Rose minutes, why would you limit Derrick Rose's minutes?
I would limit his minutes just because of his veteran experience and the way that, he's like a extension of Tom Thibodeau to the young core, like Quickly and Obi and stuff like that. It's the only reason why I would, try to limit his minutes to be able to keep him on the court because we have to acknowledge that when Derrick Rose is not with Emmanuel Quickly and Obi on the court with the second unit, the entire system is basically going down. But when he's on the court with them guys, you see it's a calming effect that he takes control and he's better at facilitating than those two guys. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I could see that. But that was when they were young. Like these dudes ain't babies no. Quickly going into his third season. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, I definitely do.
Like not saying that they can't learn from Derrick because as adults we always try to learn all the time, right? You never stop like learning stuff, right? But just because Derrick Rose is not on the floor don't mean he still can't teach you stuff.
That's definitely true because he said last season that's what he was doing from the sideline, that he was teaching the guys. So right. Yeah, I definitely agree with you.
Right. So yeah, so what basically what I'm getting at, and man, ultimately, I was gonna say alternatively, but ultimately, what I'm getting at is the pace of play that we mentioned that we were speaking to.
Right.
Well, should create more shot opportunities. And if we're more efficient in those shots, that means scoring will be up. And if the Knicks start hitting free throws, then now you're talking about not only are we more efficient from the floor, but also more efficient from the line, which means the coaching staff can coach the team differently. Like when you're always coaching from a deficit, when you're always coaching from a disadvantage, it gets you in those modes where now you have to be more desperate.
Shout out to Building Blocks. He said Derrick Rose says he can't tell guys what to do if he isn't on the court. He said it's easier when you're not in street clothes. And I definitely agree with that. Being in the midst of the Thunder, you were able to get guys in the position that's why I advocate not playing Derrick Rose no more than 20 minutes, because we already know that it's going to hurt his body and he's going to be out by December or January. So if you keep his minutes down, you're able to keep him on the court with Emmanuel Quickly and Obi Toppin, and maybe even Deuce McBride at sometimes. So he could be able to be an extension of Tom Thibodeau and be able to put those guys in the right position. Can I read off another one, Freezy?
Yeah, go ahead. Do you think?
Shout out to Allah Wise. He said, play D Rose and get you. Hold on, it went up. It went up a little bit. Play D Rose and get you can get what you can out of him. His contract about to expire. Anyway, if he get injured, we could still move him.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Shout out to Ashley Inc. 1. She said, I am optimistic.
Hey, that's wisdom. That's a dude.
Oh, why you got your name as Ashley, bruh?
That's his last name.
I was about to say. My bad though, homie. He said, I am optimistic or perhaps delusional that Tibbs will play D Rose 10 to 15 max every other game and let IQ and Deuce run the other times. That's what I think that Tibbs gonna do too. So me and you, we ain't completely agreeing. Freezy, Hardwell, they ain't jacking that right there, man.
Nah, man, I ain't. No, because what it is y'all are thinking Tom Thibodeau is going to change. Yeah, y'all thinking Tom Thibodeau going to change his modus operandi? He not.
I mean, he got the beard. He changed that, bro.
Yeah. I just don't see. I just don't see. A cat like that changing. You know what I'm saying? I just, the thing is, the thing with Rose is I understand the Derrick Rose optimism, but I don't see Derrick Rose being that much of a game changer where you have to change the coach and the culture of the team. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see that happening. I think he's just gonna play Derrick Rose as long as he's gonna play him. And then by that time, Deuce McBride is going to be absolutely – basically what I'm saying is he's going to get all he can out of Derrick Rose. And then when he makes the switch to Deuce McBride, there is no going back. You feel me? Like instead of having them play side by side, Tibbs ain't going to have a 11, 12-man rotation. He not doing that. You know what I'm saying? We basically – it's a stretch playing 10 players for Tibbs, right? I think he's just gonna get everything he can get out of Rose, and then after that, it's the Miles McBride, Quentin Grimes show. That's what I'm thinking he's doing with Fournier too. Get everything he can out of Fournier and Rose, and once he switches over to Grimes and McBride, that's it. Ain't no going back. He's gonna rock with him.
And that's another thing that I'll be thinking about too, as far as with Grimes. I mean, you got a lot of players in that second unit who is not going. You got Cam, who most likely won't be getting any minutes, and then you got players like Grimes. Where's Grimes going to really slot in? That's going to be a small unit. If Derrick Rose, Emmanuel Quickly, Quentin Grimes at the 3, I don't think that's a good slot for him. I think he's better suited at the shooting guard spot.
Right. Right. And so I agree with you there. And here's why. If you play Grimes at the 3 on a second unit, when Grimes switches onto a 2 or onto a 1, you know what that means? That means your second unit 1 or your second unit 2 that's with him has to switch onto a bigger man.
And that's not good.
Right. You feel me? Like Grimes at the 3 is already small, right? And then you switch him with Quickly's man. And so now, say for instance, I'm trying to think of a team just right offhand. Say we play in the Wizards. And so I don't know who their second unit 3 is. Say Quickly is guarding Johnny Davis, their second unit 2, right? And their second unit 3 is, say, Corey Kispert, right? Now Grimes switches to guard Johnny Davis. That means Emmanuel Quickly has to guard a dude that's 6'7", Corey Kispert. Is that what you want? Now, Corey Kispert is not going to blow by quickly or none of that stuff, but the size advantage and physicality just from the size mismatch is enough.
Right.
And say if it's Derrick Rose, you want Derrick Rose guarding Corey Kispert? I mean, yeah.
That's why I'm saying somebody is on that second unit is gonna have to sacrifice. And the perfect person, in my opinion, would be Derrick Rose. I mean, you could slot Cam in at sometimes to be able to, you could put what? IQ.
Sound like you want Derrick Rose out of here.
Nah, it's not that I don't want Derrick Rose off of the Knicks. It's that I don't see the potential with Derrick Rose on that starting unit. I think it's going to be it's going to be a very small second unit. We've seen that with the play of them of their last game. It wasn't efficient. I mean, eventually Derrick Rose and Obi Toppin got it going, but when you see in the first quarter when they came in, it was not efficient.
Right.
So why have Derrick Rose there on account of his health and on account of his age and how he could move? Not saying that he's some slow guy, but I'm just saying the defense, everything comes in account. Why put him on the floor and put that predicament on Emmanuel Quickly and Quentin Grimes when you know it's not going to be successful? That's what I'm saying. So if you limit his minute and you stagger his minutes, because we know that Derrick Rose like to play in the fourth, if you stagger his minutes with Cam Reddish, that means you can have a bigger person that's on that second unit with Emmanuel Quickly and Quentin Grimes and Obi. That way your defense will be better, in my opinion. And then you saving the health of Rose.
But now you're asking Tom Thibodeau to play 11 people.
I mean, sometimes you got to take steps, to make your team better. If Tom Thibodeau is really willing to want this team to be a winner, he should be able to put everybody in the right position to be able to do that.
Right. And then plus two, if he's saving Rose for the fourth quarter, what are you doing with Jalen Brunson?
You don't think they could play side by side? I think
no.
What?
No, not down the stretch again, not closing out games.
We seen the Warriors do it. With their depth lineup.
Yeah. The Warriors have Steph Curry.
I mean, that's true.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, man, Derrick Rose defense and Jalen Brunson defense.
Now come on now, yo, Freezy. We seen during these last couple of games that I'm not going to say that he an elite defender, but Jalen Brunson does he puts in the effort with defense.
He's scrappy.
And he gets into his players. Once his player got the ball, he inside their jersey.
Okay. Yeah. Nah, I don't. Yeah.
Freezy is not jacking. I respect it.
Nah, because think about it. All right, so if Rose is playing the two, or Rose is at point and Brunson's at the two, you playing a 6'1", 6'2" backcourt, right? What are you doing with Fournier?
He's on the bench.
So why even play him if he? Because it's too many scenarios. It's too many scenarios, right? So
yeah, you're definitely right with that.
It's too many scenarios, man. Like, you got all these different, yeah. If you sit in 28 late in fourth quarters, Tip said himself, you got to have Fournier because of the shooting, right?
Right.
So why would you sit him in crunch time when you need shooting?
Shout out to Blorange 73. He said log jam. You completely right on that, bro. It is a log jam, especially at the guard spot with the Knicks.
I respectfully disagree with the logjam premise, only because just because you have a bunch of dudes don't mean you have quality. You feel me? Like say so. Like for instance, if you had Steph Curry, John Morant, Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, you know what I'm saying, and you could only play two guards, that's a log jam. You know what I'm saying? Because just one of them guys by themselves is a difference maker. With us, we don't have like one guy that can tote a team by himself. That's a difference maker. We have a bunch of guys that are good at certain things, but maybe have holes in their games otherwise. Like Evan Fournier is a great 3-point shooter. Is he a good defender though?
Right. I agree with you.
Like Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes is a great defender and a great 3-point shooter. But does he facilitate and help others get better?
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't see it. The logjam thing. I understand what people are saying because of the bodies. I think it might be. Maybe it is a logjam. Maybe it is a bottleneck, right? Maybe we do need to consolidate and just turn 3 players into 1 player. Right? Maybe we do need to consider taking a Fournier and a couple of pieces off the bench and turning them into like one solid piece. Right? But who's going to do that? Can we do that right now?
I don't think so. I don't even think it's any players out there that's really available for the Knicks to be able to do that. Go ahead.
Ideally, what would that player look like for you?
Well, it would have looked like Donovan Mitchell, but that's out the window.
That's out the window, yeah.
Right now, if it was to be possible, I wish the Knicks would have went for Kendrick Nunn. That's on the Lakers. I believe that he's a good backup to Brunson to be able to lead the Knicks.
Right.
What do you think, chat?
What do you think about OG Anunoby? You like him?
I mean, OG Anunoby, he too big. I mean, who you getting rid of to be able to put OG in that starting lineup? Or do you mean for the bench?
No.
And for the starting lineup, right?
Yeah. I'm saying RJ at the 2. OG at the 3.
I think that slows down the offense, to be honest with you.
Really?
It heightens the defense, but it slows down the offense.
What?
Because OG Anunoby, he kind of you never look at, he kind of a stiff player to me. He like a slower Kawhi Leonard to me.
OG Anunoby?
Yeah.
Man, OG is an excellent athlete, bro.
He's slow, man. Come on, Freezy. He's slow.
OG Anunoby?
You're a big boy, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Sally.
He's
I just want to say hi, man.
Boy. Hey, shout out to you, brother.
Yeah, I just want to say hi, Sally. Freezy, I just wanted to. I saw that you get on here, and I ain't seen you in a while, so man, I just want to say hi.
Hey, man. So, hey, what's good, CWC?
What's good, y'all?
Oh, ain't nothing to it. Ain't nothing to it, man. Just hanging out, doing the joint like the way we like to have, like having this dope NBA talk. So
it's almost here.
Yeah, man.
Week 1.
Shout out to Kerry Cox. He said slow. He's not. Come on, man. You bugging, man. OG Anunoby is not no fast player.
He's 6'8", though, man. He's a big guy.
Nah, he definitely is a plus on defense, and he's not a slouch on offense as well. But who you taking out to put OG Anunoby in?
Evan Fournier.
Yeah, shoots about the same.
Yeah,
OG is a dog, man. What are you talking about?
I don't see the whole. I think a lot of teams would love to have OG, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
defensive play, and he could score.
You can let him work the 3, the 4, and the 2.
Yeah.
Hey, Freezy, I just want to say hi, man. I got to run. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
Okay,
Hey, good to see you, boss.
Since y'all saying that he's a good player, can you say that can y'all say that OG Anunoby is efficient at getting his own shot?
Yeah,
or does he need a point guard?
No. What I would say is that the thing that we mentioned about the logjam at the 2 is cleared up by moving RJ to the 2, and then having OG Anunoby do the RJ Barrett role.
I'm not even going front, Freezy. I can't agree with you on that because I look at RJ Barrett as more of a 3. I don't think that RJ Barrett slotted in at the 2 is a very good thing for the New York Knicks because he's most likely going to be slower than the other guards that he's guarding. And let's be honest, when we've seen RJ Barrett at the 2, his defense was terrible. He can never stay in front of his player. I see him better in slotted at the 3 than the 2. I'll be honest with that.
Okay.
But you know why he can't stay in front of his player? He been guarding these wings out here, man. These wings on the East Coast, man, they deep, man. And they could ball. RJ could ball too, but it take a lot of defense to stop them other guys. And plus you had to depend on RJ with the offense, like him and Randall. Now we got Jalen Bronson, so he could relax a little bit and play that defense. I think he'll be a better defensive player this year since we got Bronson.
Man, shout out to Hardwell, man. Hardwell, come in here and talk to these guys, man.
Yeah.
What? I speak in facts, baby. I speak in facts.
Nah. I ain't gonna say Hardwell is scared of CWC, but I noticed that when CWC be here, Hardwell, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Queens, New York.
Queens, New York in the house. Yeah. Uncle Freezy. What coach at? I'm going to get him with that Obi. Man, Obi, man, he put it on. He had to guard it rocking, boy. Them 3 dunk, a block, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, 24 points. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Knicks Real Talk, man. If y'all up in here, man, make sure that y'all hitting that like button, man. Show support, man. And if you're new to the channel, make sure that you hitting that subscribe button and notification bell so you could be up to date every time Freezy go live. He go live most likely every day and every night. He stay with a show popping. So you guys better subscribe, man. Show support.
Show your love. Yeah, man. And I appreciate that, man. Oh boy. Why y'all trying to? First of all,
who's coming in the panel?
Queens get the money. You know what's about to happen. What's up, boss?
I heard somebody say something about somebody's what? Oh, you're not talking to me. No, not you. How you doing? What's good, y'all?
Hardwell, you black, man. You black, Hardwell.
Nah. He good.
CWC, what's good with you? What's good, OUA? What's good? Shout out to the chat. What's good, y'all? I just popped in there real quick. I was working, listening to y'all. So,
hey, Uncle Freezy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, this. Tilson to play his depth on the bench and stop doing all that stubborn doing. When you have a bench like us, use it, man. That's your advantage against other teams. You can't wear down Derrick Rose, Fournier, and Randall. You can't do that, man. Give them guys a break and let their bench do their thing. What bench in the NBA can mess with our bench? Let's be real. You name 3 guys on Chicago Bull bench. Name 3 guys on the Hawk bench. Name 3 guys on Boston Celtics bench. Come on, man.
CWC, I ain't
And
gonna lie to you.
Miami Heat, they look terrible. I saw them the other night. They look terrible.
Hey, CWC, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I think your point might be a little dicey because you just mentioned 3 playoff teams.
I did that. You know, the reason I did that because I know they might be on top of us. But the reason I said that because Tibbs need to use his bench. Because when the starters go out for the Knicks, the Philadelphia can't play their starters all day long.
Yeah.
The Raptors can't either. The Hawks can't either.
Yeah, you just mentioned 5 playoff teams though.
But that's the
These
reason.
starters was better than us. These starters was doing better than our starters.
Yeah,
The bench did decent, but the starters had issues.
But what I'm saying, Harwell, our bench is better than Philly bench, a Hawks bench, and Chicago.
I agree.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
why you got a mask going outside?
Because that's how we do it, baby. That's how we do in the 30 South.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, hey,
I'm just messing with you.
Hey, shout out to Florida.
You know
man.
you my boy CWC.
Shout,
You know you my
shout,
boy.
shout out to my people from Florida, man. Hey,
Man, being out there, I wouldn't even think you could breathe, man, with that hot weather, bro.
Yeah,
That's why they call me the Mask. CWC, the Mask, baby.
yeah,
And he
man.
got a coffee in his hand. OUA, he got a coffee in his hand too.
I
You
bet
know
you
that.
that thing piping hot.
Boy, that boy had this sweating.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yo, you better drink iced coffee, boy. Stop playing out there.
Hey, Harwell, what about Obi Toppin, baby?
Ooh, Obi. We're
Hey, we can't find Coach nowhere.
Coach was on the joint yesterday.
Coach is on last night.
Yeah, and guess what? I've seen the whole thing. I've seen him. Don't want to give Obi his props. All with that Randall. Obi ain't gonna take Randall's spot. All that kind of stuff. If you don't like the guy, just say you don't like him personally. Give the guy his props.
Nah, look, I'm gonna tell you what really happened, right? When you hang out with certain guys, big podcasters, when you hang out with them, they have you start thinking, saying things. I ain't gonna say no names. When you hang out with these big podcast guys a lot, they'll have you saying some of their narratives, bro. And then you try to say, well, I said it too on air. Oh, we need to play more D. You need to earn more minutes.
Right.
Freezy was doing that to me. Freezy had me believing his takes. I worked with him so much. I was like, yo, Freezy, right? Oh, we gotta earn the minutes. All along, I knew Tibbs was doing that boy wrong, bro. All along, I knew it. I used to try to fight Freezy for that. I started changing the point, saying, you know what? He ain't earning his minutes.
Yeah.
Freezy, that's man. All you, Freezy. You probably did that to Coach, Freezy.
Nah, man. What I was saying about Obi, man, is not that the good parts of his game. I never fought the good parts of his game, right? I never fought that. What I'm saying is the deficient part. I'm talking about deficient parts, like when you in the corner and you got a 3, you know you can shoot. Why don't you attack the closeout? Why are you dribbling the ball back out to the perimeter, doing a dribble handoff with a guard when they coming out, jumping in the air at your pump fake? You just pump fake a little bit, they in the air. Why don't you attack that? And maybe if you can't get all the way to the basket, do a dribble pull up and knock it down. You know what I'm saying? You don't always have to shoot a 22-footer, is what I'm saying. Small stuff. Like if he coming out out of control, you know what I'm saying? Just go by him. Attack that, man, and dribble pull up from 15 feet. You know what I'm saying? Or get into the paint and try to yam on somebody, go to the free throw line, something like that. That's what I'm saying about Obi. Or and y'all saw this, and y'all can't deny me this. Y'all seen it with y'all own eyes. Y'all seen Obi going to the rim, being physical, getting bumped, trying to finish. Y'all seen it this preseason. You know what I'm saying? I saw both of the games, and if y'all saw the games that I saw, y'all saw the same stuff. Y'all saw Obi being more physical. Those were the type things that I was talking about. Especially when you have the physical advantage, you got to use it. Because trust me, if the little guys are quicker than you, they're gonna use their quickness on you. And if you're a big guy and you got the size advantage, you got to use your size advantage. That's all I'm saying, man.
And Obi got the speed and the size and the athletic ability. But you know what it proves though, Freezy, what I've been thinking about with Obi? It proves that he was under too much pressure of the system, because he can't play the way Tibbs was on top of him, coaching him, because he needed to develop reference to you expecting him to do those things in real time that way. But now that you see him doing it in a small window, that means if you let him breathe and take a little pressure off of him, we may see a better Obi Toppin.
Right.
And just to piggyback off of what you're saying, we've seen him say that in his press conference with his confidence. I think that since his confidence done went up, he's ready to take the league by storm. And his athleticism and his strength, that's going to lead to more good defense from Obi too. I definitely like what I've seen as far as the defensive end with Obi this preseason. He definitely getting it going on that end.
I think, you're right. When you play good offense and the team play better, you're going to have guys playing better defense. Because a lot of guys felt like they wasn't in the rhythm or in the game enough, and they wasn't playing defense the way they should be. But if you in the game, it keeps your defense morale up and your energy up on defense, reference to just being on the court and, being open, not getting the ball, or being in the flow of a good team or a winning team. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully this changes this season. I see good signs, though. I'm excited.
All right, Harwell, I want to ask you this, because you was in the chat talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you really think the situation is going to be with Derrick Rose? I know you're saying that he's going to get more than 20 minutes per game.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that really lasting the whole season with him getting 20 minutes per game?
It's going to be based upon his health. But like Freezy said, Tibbs ain't changing that much. He's forced to change because they moved a lot of pieces. And, he got more players that he got to play now, in reference to players that he would want to play. So Rose is still here. So that's still a little crutch for Tibbs, because he knows what Tibbs wants. But it could go two ways. It could work in our favor as far as him explaining to other guys how he got like that with Tibbs, which could help us. The main problem is the minutes. If Rose minutes is managed well, I think he'll fit well, because Brunson said he look up the Rose. A lot of players look up the Rose. So I think we could get more out of Rose than just playing him so much like what Tibbs is used to. And it is a logjam. I know he play a few guards, but he's not sure who's going to give him what. That could be considered a logjam too. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Hopefully I answered that for you, but I believe he's not going to change that quick. He got.
You answered it perfectly, bro. You answered, yeah.
And I just wanted to jump in real quick because I'm in the office and shout y'all, show my face up here with y'all. But I'm gonna be out of here. I'll see y'all later when y'all come back on. Good to see you, OUA. Good to see you, CWC. Shout out to the chat.
Brother
Freezy. See you later.
Let me cross you over real quick, Harwell.
Peace and blessings.
CWC, I will play you for a bag on live. That's how nice I am. I will play you for a bag on live.
Yeah. See, I don't have to play for nothing. I play for the love of the game. You know what I mean?
Play for that too, because you cool with me. When I come to Florida, I'm gonna come visit you. We're gonna play for.
Yeah, I spot you 10 points.
You ain't gotta spot me nothing, man. My name is Jihad in New York, man. I'm big out here, bro.
You spotting 10 points to who?
Harwell.
He from North Carolina, right? I went to went to Laurinburg Prep in North Carolina. You look that school up.
Huh? You look Long
He say he live
Island
in
up.
Florida, right? He live in Florida.
You look Long Island up. New York Long Island. We call it Strong Island though.
I'm from Queens, and we never. I mean, I ain't gonna disrespect Long Island, because
I told you already.
Lightning, Long Island Panthers.
Yes, Strong Island is what they call themselves. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I respect. I ain't gonna disrespect New York any type of way.
I already be a Queen guy already. I told him he gonna need a Dairy Queen hat when I get done with him, and that's what he was carrying out my gym, a Dairy Queen hat. And he was good too.
Yo, CWC, you know what? Nice ball players don't talk like that. You never hear me saying, I'll do this.
Hey, I love talking. I love walking. I love showtime. I love when a lot of women be around so I can show off.
Back in the days, the dudes who talked a lot really couldn't play that well.
Right.
Hey, yo, I ain't even going front though. I'm from the Bronx, man, but when y'all come up here to where I'm at in Rochester, everybody from New York began thrash. I ain't even going front, man. Yeah, I come
you
up
play
here,
ball?
man. I play a little ball, yeah.
Okay.
You
Well,
said
you had to go
Rochester, New
against
York?
Hard Will first, then you had to come against me. Say the best
Yo,
for last.
Yeah, I'm in the Rock.
hey, shout out to the Rock, man.
Okay.
But nah, I ain't no.
Far Rock is bigger than
Shout out
Rochester. Far Rock is legendary. We got the ballers. Far Rock
Yeah.
and Queens. Queens is together because I grew up playing all over Queens, West Fourth, played for Riverside, Brooklyn, Queens, Riverside, Sky Riders, Lawrenceburg Prep,
Nah, I
Southwestern
respect
JUCO.
Queens. I
I
used
got
to
a
live in
basketball
Queens. I was
history.
in Corona, Queens, man, when I was a kid
Okay.
before we came
Come
up
on,
here.
OUA. You really from Queens then, bro. Stop it, man.
Nah,
So what you moved to Rock?
I'm from 183rd, man. I'm from the Bronx. I'm from the
Oh, okay.
Bronx.
I got family on Rosedale,
Yeah,
off the Cross
Hey,
Bronx,
Joe,
right there.
BS.
yeah.
Shout out to the BX.
When I left the Bronx, man, we moved to Queens, and from Queens, that's when we came up here, upstate to Rochester.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
no disrespect to the Rock, man, and all of that, but everybody know all the real ball players come from Jersey City, New Jersey.
No.
Yeah, you got me spitting out
No
my coffee.
disrespect, guys. It's ball players from everywhere, man. That's all we're gonna leave.
It's ball players from
everywhere. As far as
it's
the
ball
best
players from everywhere,
that's-
and anybody that know anything about high school basketball, anybody that know anything about high school basketball nationally, know Jersey City is a hotbed for basketball.
you know, most of the guys from New York went to Jersey schools, right? Because they couldn't get the good grades in New York, right?
Well, I mean, you know, I mean, I ain't gonna say, I ain't gonna say what, you know what I'm saying? Because part of that's true. You know what I'm saying? Part of that's true. You know,
but you can't take nothing from Jersey. I love Jersey.
Yeah,
Jersey got a lot of
yeah.
ball players, bro. And
Yeah,
I teach ball in Jersey now.
Yeah, you don't have like when I was in school, when I was in school, this is like in the early 80s, right? We had four high schools ranked in the top 15 in the country. 4 in the country. In the country, not in New Jersey, not in the tri-state. We had 2 teams ranked in the top 5 in the nation. Right? And everybody know Jersey is a hotbed for basketball. New York is a hotbed for basketball.
Patrick's.
St. Anthony's.
A lot of St. Anthony's.
Yeah, you talking about?
I'm close. I'm connected to St. Anthony's, so I got this family ties. So
man. So So you know, I mean, no disrespect to other schools and stuff in other places, but the whole hotbed of basketball conversation, bro, it depends on it's ballers from everywhere, bro.
It's when the internet came out. When the internet came out, it's ballers everywhere, and dudes were able to practice what other people was doing in other places. That's why you see so many people with talent all over. It's not, you can't just say New York or Jersey anymore. That was before the internet. Now dudes could copy everything. Even Curry watched the N1 mixtape, so you know that's where he got his handles from when it first came out. So
yeah, man, and shout out to them dudes in Chicago. Chicago got hoopers.
Chicago too.
Chicago got hoopers. Detroit got hoop man. DC, Baltimore.
Cleveland got hoopers too. After LeBron and certain players came up, you got to say that too. Yeah. Cleveland got a few. But I'm about to get out of here, y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all day.
Alabama too.
For, dope convo.
All right, Will.
Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. All right. I'll see y'all soon.
All right,
peace and blessings, brother.
All right, peace, y'all. All right, peace.
Yeah, man. So you got hoopers and stuff everywhere, but the getting back to the Derrick Rose and the Derrick Rose thing with Tibbs is this. I don't know if the it's a fascinating conversation, right? Because if you saving Derrick Rose, what are you saving him for, right? But so for the people that don't like what I'm saying about Derrick Rose, like play him, like use them all up, you know what I'm saying? I can understand where you're coming from. Like why would you just play Derrick Rose all those minutes and get everything you can out of him and just throw him away? Well, I don't want to throw him away. I think he's valuable, right? But I do want to get everything we possibly can out of Derrick Rose before he gets hurt. If you could prove to me that Derrick Rose won't get hurt, then I'd be willing to listen to the whole, you know what I'm saying, limit his minutes thing. But limiting his minutes doesn't necessarily mean that Derrick Rose is going to stay healthy. And then plus, why would you have so much weaponry on the bench? Like, what are you saving your weaponry for?
Exactly.
The dude is good. The dude can still ball. He's still productive.
Hey, Uncle Freezy.
Yo.
Are we winning a championship this year?
No.
So what we doing, man? See, we don't even know what direction we going in, and they don't even know. The front office don't even know. So how are we gonna know? You know what I mean? It's just like crazy, man. Like, play the guys. Derrick Rose is not our future. Fournier is not our future. Man, play them young guys, man. What we doing?
So you want to go all Whitney Houston? You believe that the kids are the future?
Hey, if we didn't trade for Donovan Mitchell,
right?
Yeah.
Right.
So what? You know what I'm saying? What we doing? Y'all didn't put Grimes on the training block. So what we doing? Play the young guys.
Play the young guys. Right. Play the young guys. No.
And I ask you this though, CWC, are you saying play the young guys in anticipation of not making the playoffs, or do you feel that the young core can possibly make the playoffs?
It could go both ways. I believe our young core could make the playoffs. It's like, say this, like the vets, right? Give them less minutes. That's what I'm saying. Give them less minutes. Don't overwork them. Give the young guys some burn, so you can save the vets when you need it, when you need them. You know what I mean? We supposed to be developing our kids, right?
Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What we doing? If we ain't going to win a championship this year, what we doing?
We trying to build something. You're trying to play towards something. Trying to establish something. Trying to establish a culture. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen. You remember what happened last year? That man, it seemed like that season didn't even exist. What Tibbs did to us. We couldn't even trade none of our guys because we didn't know what they got. What, you know what I mean?
Right.
Hey Freezy, did you give your season prediction on how many wins the Knicks gonna get?
No, not yet. I was gonna wait on that for a few. We wanted to do a show about that.
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm like, I don't think I heard you say how many wins you think they're gonna get yet.
Yeah, I don't. Right now, I don't even know. What I would love to do is see this game Thursday. See what we look like Thursday, like with everybody, because everybody should be back by Thursday, right? Everybody should be back by Thursday, man. Oh, dang on my man, Bim, J Boogie in the building. J Boogie, what's good?
What's good,
Smiling faces, man.
What's happening with your brothers, man? Good afternoon, early afternoon, man. Top of the AM. What's up, man? There go Charlie Wood, cousin, man. Hey, yo, you got something for me, man? You got some breaking news for me? If you ain't got nothing for me, man, yo, you know what time it is. Shout out to the chat, man. Greatest people it is in the world, man. The orange and blue representatives, man. What's happening, Freezy? What's going on with you, man?
Ain't that, man? It's been a crazy morning. It's been
Yo, Quan, what's good up there, man? I guess he ain't hear me.
Peace, bro.
How you feeling?
I'm with Uncle Freezy though, man. With that front office, man. I'm looking at the big picture, man. I really don't trust them like I used to, man. Cause
I don't know though, CWC. What I want to do though is, like, I don't have no expectation for this year. All I want to do is just root for the team, man, and just hope everything go well, man. But I ain't gonna, you know, I ain't gonna come out with the torches and pitchforks. I don't want to do that yet. But what I want to do though is just like be more reserved and let these things play out. Because no matter what happens, I think it's going to be a positive outcome for us. You know what I'm saying? Like if Tibbs play all the kids, then I think that's a positive. If Tibbs try to win 50 games and we win 50 games, I think that's a positive for us. And so no matter what happens, I think it's all positive. Like, I don't know if there is a negative that could be drawn from this season unless it's an injury-riddled season, and in that case, we all know that is bad, and we don't wish injuries on nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yeah, man. J Boogie, hey, man, I saw your email, man. I just saw it a few minutes ago.
Yo, all eyes on us, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I just saw it. Just saw that. I didn't even get a chance to. I just saw that I got it. I didn't even get a chance to listen to anything or whatever. But what I want to do though is when I jump back on later on, you mind if I play it?
Man, that's for the world. I'm just telling the truth. It's all eyes on us. That's part of the album. You know what I'm saying? That's official joint.
Okay.
You know, so nobody ain't got no issues, no problems, no nothing, no nothing with no with the I can't even think of what I'm saying. Copyrights and all that. That's all me. So you know what I'm saying? That's all me.
Okay.
You know, but that joint is crazy. That's really like the first single off the joint. You know, played with it a little bit on the the God did joint. But you know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what? No, I ain't gonna do that. Let me just give them the whole official joint and just let them have that. Because we deserve entertainment, you know what I'm saying? We deserve to embrace, we deserve, love, appreciation. The guys on the squad, they've been through a whole lot, you know what I'm saying? On the team, the guys on the podcast has been through a whole lot. People in the chats, they've been through the whole lot. We've been through a whole lot as far as, together as a whole Knick family. You know what I'm saying? So it's time to get some enjoyment, along with what the team is doing right now. And I just look across the board and look at the team, and I could just see the spirit that's within them. You know what I'm saying? How they cheering, they motivating, they happy for one another, they playing for one another, they clapping and cheering, they talking to one another when somebody does something wrong. You know what I'm saying? The communication is much better when guys get subbed and you see assistant coaches talking to them. Then you see the players talking to them. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different spirit, a different, energy level that we have coming into this season. And that's to me tells me that we're going to have a good season. You know what I'm saying? How far we going? I can't say that. But long as the culture is good and the locker room is good, then all that's going to leave out to being happy on the court. And when you go into a game and you happy about playing the game, instead of dealing with all types of frustrations, you play better, you perform better, and then we're going to receive you better. You know what I'm saying? We can only receive on what you put out as the product of the New York Knicks as the team. That's what we put out because we see what you do. And when you're doing good and you're great and everything, we're going to put that out. When you're doing bad, we're going to do that, not to try to downgrade you, but to hope you hear it and make it, hope it would lift you up, because we're telling you what we see, what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? From really eyes-on view, not a hands-on view. The coaching staffs had a hands-on view, but we really actually have the eyes-on view, and we sit down and we all talk amongst it throughout the whole globe or the whole New York Knicks thing. So, I'm really happy about the season. I'm happy for the team. I'm happy for the podcast. I'm happy for the, the people, because we ain't fans. We people. We let, like the Brooklyn Nets, they got fans, about 12 of them. San Francisco, they got fans.
That's right.
Dallas Cowboys, they got fans. See, those are fans. They just whatever, is what happened. But we people, and that right there goes a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's just how close we are. And we still so far distance. We all know one another and everything, man. But yeah. And I hope everything is blissful and great with you. You know what I'm saying? Glad to see you looking good, doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're not around, you're part of the sunshine. You know what I'm saying? It rises in the morning. It's missing. I want you to know that, my brother. You lift the sun up on, on the podcasts. You AM, you're the first thing sun brighten on us. So when you're not around, to me, it's like a shady day. So let me go ahead and share that with you, you know what I'm saying? Give you some flowers and some love for everything you are, for what you do throughout the community, throughout the whole 360. You know what I'm saying? From January 1st to the last day, December 31st, the last day of the year, you don't stop. You don't let off the gas. You know what I'm saying? You don't downshift. You don't do it neutral. You keep it going. You know what I'm saying? You help get us get through. When the end of the season, in between to the beginning of the season. You know what I'm saying? That's really important on podcasters. And I hope people are listening, guys that want to come out with podcasters, understand that what you do when they're not playing basketball is going to critique and let people respond to your professionalism on what you're doing as far as being a representative of the New York Knicks. Not when they playing games, not when the season is going, not when the All-Star, the playoffs, the player. When you can talk about and build upon this New York Knicks brand that we talk about, when ain't no basketball going on, that's when, you know what I'm saying, you're a major player in the game. So I wanted to let you know that, you know, and that's courtesy of all the podcasters, guys like Freezy and all the way down the line, man, all the way, man.
All the way. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I appreciate that, man. And two, the other thing, man, is the ebbs and flows of this game. It make you feel like you more than just, you know what I'm saying, a random face in the crowd. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying, when because no lie, I was watching an Atlanta Hawks game, and an Atlanta Hawks broadcast was panning their camera, and they panned their camera on Jay Boogie, and Jay Boogie was talking to somebody, and I was like, yo, my man, the Atlanta Hawks showing Jay Boogie on TV. Yo, this is crazy right here. And they like Knicks fan and Jay Boogie down, and Jay Boogie was with some people repping the orange and blue, and the Hawks broadcast is showing like, yo, the Knicks fan base is deep and passionate, and they saying all these things, and like, yo, y'all have no idea how deep this thing go. You know what I'm saying? They have no idea how deep this thing go. Matter of fact, a dude 2 years ago, an Atlanta Hawks podcaster dissed me, like called me by name, like, yo, they got a Blorange Tears, man. All they do is get on there and they be talking and arguing with each other. And then I went back on YouTube, and I think they done quit doing it. See with us, we got stamina and energy. We does this. I am Knicks basketball, right? That's what it is. You know, it's a lot of us, man. So Jay Boogie, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man, with the stuff, man. Not just this right here, but being like, you know, saying a beacon for Knicks universe, man. People can't wait to see you. Knicks fans can't wait to see Jay Boogie, and me too.
Man, I'm
and me too.
And I say it all the time. I can't wait to meet some of y'all. I maneuver and I travel. If I'm getting, I always let it be known when I'm getting ready to go somewhere out of state, you know what I'm saying? So I can come and meet, because I know it's somebody there that's New York Knicks. I know it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, like I just found out on Roy Hebrew, he's in Florida. So I know when I
he just moved to Florida.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to look out. Ain't you down there?
He in Florida?
Yeah, I'm in Florida.
Yeah. See,
I'm in St. Petersburg, baby.
See, I just came from Walt Disney and all that. I was down there for a whole week. See, I ain't got your information or nothing. See,
you talking about the old man, right? You talking about the old man, right?
Yeah. Normally when I go down there, I hang out with Sergeant Nick. But, you know, they got him, you know what I'm saying, working more hours than the company even got. You know what I'm saying? But I did shout out to Sergeant Nick. I talked to him the other day, and he just won the weekly pot in my daggone fantasy with that crazy 8 touchdowns combined with Holmes and Kelsey. And Kelsey. They knocked me. He had 163. I had 160. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta cash app him $100. I hope he watching. Nah, I don't hope.
Yeah, we definitely gotta set up a meet though, Freezy.
Yeah. We definitely gotta do. We definitely gotta do a thing. The thing about it is, for the most part, the people that's down here in the Carolinas, we meet up. We going to the Atlanta games. We going to the Charlotte games. I sneak up and go to some of the Wizards games. I like going to DC. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I like going to DC. The Orlando, man, I go to joints around here. The only thing about the city though is the city is so expensive for a cat like me. Like coming in town, like I got to get a spot to stay, you know, all this thing, because I ain't got, my people ain't up there no more. So I gotta, and then plus I be wanting to get a suite. Like I don't, you know, nothing against sitting in the seats, but when I go to the garden, I like to, get in a suite in the garden. So, and y'all know how that go. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how pricey that can be. So, but I'm getting a warning sign from the missus, y'all. I gotta run. I gotta get out of here. I'm getting a warning sign from the missus.
She is more important.
Right. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Happy life.
Happy life.
Yeah. Let me. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna do a hard out on this.
Me come up on here, man. I appreciate you, Freezy, man. I love coming on your show, man.
Hey, no doubt. I'm gonna be back on. Later, probably in a few hours too. So, yeah. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll holler at y'all in a few.
Hey, do we play